Time for the one thing this week, all about the Walt Disney World Resort, specifically when visiting Walt Disney World. What is the one theme park you choose to visit first? There are 4 theme parks, 2 water parks at Walt Disney World. And when you visit, typically people go for long periods of time, right? Because it's gigantic. So what is the first park you stop at? Today, Katrina Manzoni starts us off with the first park she chooses when visiting O-Town, Orlando, Lake Buena Vista.
O-Town? I like
Look
that.
out. Yeah, O-Town. Remember that boy band, O-Town?
Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking of, yeah.
Yeah.
You just brought something. So there's I was doing a
You unlocked
Peloton
a
ride
memory.
and they had an O-Town song and I was like, shut up. And so then I went on this whole O-Town binge and I had to listen to some of their songs again. And then there was a song that made me drop my jaw because I was like, this is raunchy. I remember listening to this when I was a kid. I did not understand it. And now I'm like, this is, whoa.
You used to sing it word for word as a child?
If I was a parent now, I would have my cup of coffee, be like, what are you guys listening to? And then I would drop it because I'd be in shock.
You kids keep me so young.
I was like, okay, anyway, look up O-Town and just listen to their songs and you'll know which one. Anyway.
Liquid Dreams. Is it that one?
Oh my God.
Ew.
Yeah. How about that? The things we listen to.
I was typing in the chat, and that just, permeated my brain, and I was like, oh, no.
That was one of their hit songs,
It
everybody.
was?
I'm
Oh,
telling you.
my gosh.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to derail it, but yeah.
O-Town.
O-Town, rest in peace.
O-Town.
Well, they were not invited to the EPCOT, what is it called? Food festival, music festival thing that they have. BB Mac was, though. So
Thank God.
And Hanson.
Eat to the beat with
and
O-Town.
Hanson and BB Mac. Let's go. Get out of here, O-Town. Anyway, so my one park that I love to visit first is actually Epcot. So I love Epcot. I think it's a great. It's a park where you can go and actually enjoy it and not feel like you're missing out on a lot of stuff, even if you have a half day or or what have you. So you can, if you want to go on rides, you can go on rides. If you want to eat, you can go and eat. You can do both if you want to. If you come in and you're like, oh, Spaceship Earth's walk on, let's go. You go on Spaceship Earth and then you go get some food, some drinks, and you don't feel like you're missing out. If you go to Magic Kingdom and it's kind of an all day thing and the parking's bad, and Epcot, the parking's really nice. So it's just always it's our first go-to park. Usually it's when we like to go to. And then you can just get your tummy ready to keep eating all week. You're gonna be there.
Week.
It's just it's a little amuse-bouche. You just go over to the little the little
Cue the
stands
expansion.
and keep eating, and then you just get your tummy ready to go. You're like, are you ready? All right. And then you
Kick
just
it
keep
into
eating
high
for the rest of
gear.
the week.
Absolutely. Oh, who doesn't love a little Epcot to start things off with, and a place to go get cultured
Yep,
if you need
that's
to.
right.
Oh, yeah.
That's for
Very
sure.
All
important.
about culture.
We asked you over on the YouTube community page, what is it that you like to do when you visit Walt Disney World? Where do you stop first? Here's what you had to say. Ken says Magic Kingdom only because we can see it from the Polynesian and ride the monorail. Canceled said, I usually go to Animal Kingdom, then Hollywood, then Magic Kingdom. My family and I don't do Epcot because it's a waste of time.
What?
Canceled,
You're canceled.
Wow.
just like your name.
It's in the
That
name.
is literally, I'm sorry, but that is the wildest thing I've heard today. That Epcot is a waste of time. And very interesting.
I would love to know why canceled.
Give us some
What
more
wastes your time
detail.
over there? Yeah. Jay says, Animal Kingdom. It's the best park in the Walt Disney World complex. KB says, Epcot is our favorite, with a guy wearing glasses emoji.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nerdy?
They're because it has a mustache.
He's one of the Marx
so-
brothers, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So it looks like they have that little incognito
Maybe
face. So
maybe
they're,
KB's
being
joking.
lying. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
joking.
Epcot is our favorite. Not really. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Abigail says, Epcot, do the drinks around the world thing. An actual
Abigail.
goal on my bucket list.
You and I.
A girl after your own heart. Look at that. Jay says, for me, it's always either Magic Kingdom or Hollywood Studios. And T. Swanson says, we do Animal Kingdom and then shift into more late night stuff. So up early for that, and then we do late night extra hours, holiday parties, etc. So we don't get up that early again. Don't start out too late, but Animal Kingdom has such an early open, takes longer to get to, etc., etc. And Tyler, First park, where do you go?
I mean, I'm gonna have like a double answer a little bit. I mean, I do agree with Katrina that for me, my personal favorite park to go to first is Epcot. But I will say, just to have a little bit of a different opinion here, that if you don't get to go to Disney World that often, and it's a rare thing for you, or maybe you're flying in, later in the day and you're only gonna have a half day at one of the parks or something like that. I think that the park right now that has it's got more than 2 outstanding rides, I think, but just the rides that I really love doing, I would say go to Hollywood Studios first, because I think that Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is fantastic, and soon you'll be able to do that in Disneyland, but right now it's only in Disney World. And then also, Rise of the Resistance is, I think, if you need to do one, I guess now Cosmic Rewind too, which I haven't been on yet, but I feel like if you have to do one ride in Disney World, Rise of the Resistance, I think, is the ride to do. Like, if you really only had one ride.
It's not Small World?
No.
Ouch.
I mean, maybe in Disneyland, but, only if you jump in the water. But I just think that it has those outstanding rides, and not to mention, like, Tower of Terror is also incredible. And again, it's a smaller park, so I think you could do less there and be happy, if you're going to get, if your airplane doesn't land until later in the day or something like that. And so I would say do Hollywood Studios first, knock it out, then you don't have to go back to that hellscape. And
Gosh. Wow.
Whoa.
I think if also something bad happens with like Rise of the Resistance or something, because sometimes that ride does go down and it can mess up your whole day. So maybe you'll have a second opportunity to go later in your trip, if you try and go on your first day. But if you wait till the end to go to Hollywood Studios, then you may miss Rise of the Resistance altogether. And I think, again, that's by far and away that's the best thing at that park, and that's probably one of the best rides that's ever been made. So
that's actually a good point.
Yeah,
because it does break a lot.
Yeah. So I would say if you don't get to go to Disney World very often, that Hollywood Studios might be your best bet to go to.
Great advice.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We go back to some of your comments here that you left on the community page over at the Kingdom Report on YouTube. Simplicity Lost ends up saying, I choose to get in my car with AC and drive to California to go to Disneyland. But if my car is broken, I guess I'll go to Magic Kingdom before I sweat to death. Well, how about that? Tinkershaw says, I would start with Animal Kingdom since I've never been there. It looks so cool. Tammy says, cool. Epcot, that's really the only one my family wants to go to.
Smart family.
Oh, Tammy knows. And Frozen Free says, Magic Kingdom, of course, Animal Kingdom second, Hollywood Studios third, and Epcot, honestly, it's only for people who want to drink. But the Frozen ride is an absolute must, so Epcot must be visited during the trip.
I think the food is more fun than the drinking, honestly.
Versus drink, but okay.
If you don't like eating, if you don't need to eat, then don't go to Epcot.
If you don't like foods of the world, then I guess it's not your place.
You've been warned.
Staring directly into your soul.
You hear them, Frozen? You hear them?
I can't look at you in the eye. It makes me anxious.
Pink writes, the Magic Kingdom. If one single park represents Disney, that's the one. The Magic Kingdom. There's just something about walking down Main Street and seeing Cinderella's castle. The Crazy Disney Parks fanatic writes, was always Magic Kingdom, but as with the addition of Star Wars Land at Hollywood Studios, it is kind of up there in the mix on deciding which one I want to start first. And DJ says Magic Kingdom. Let me put it this way. The one who gives me the castle is the one who gives me the world. Nothing beats looking up at that castle. Once again, thank you all for participating and sharing your thoughts over at the Kingdom Report community page on YouTube. Sound off on polls. Share your thoughts on our questions that we are always posting there throughout the week. As always, your perspective does matter. And we want to hear down in our comment section on this very video, are you somebody that likes to go to a particular park first? Tell us, when you get to Walt Disney World, which park is your number one to go to kick it all off? We'd love to hear from you.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.